Okay, so we have an interesting problem here, which states that after doing 7 by 15th of a work in 35 days, A calls in B and with his help finishes the work in 51 days. In what time could either have done it alone? So the first part is to find how much time A would take to do the entire work. That's pretty easy. We have the fact that 7 by 15th of the work is done in 35 days by A. So A does 7 by 15th part of the work in 35 days. So it would imply that A does one part of the work in 35 times. So basically it's 35 by 7 by 15, which is basically 35 times 15 by 7, which will give us basically 75 days. So A alone takes 75 days to complete the work. Now the question says, after doing 7/15th of the work in 35 days, A calls in B and with his help, he finishes the work in 51 days. The confusion that many people will get in this problem is that A plus B together takes 51 days to complete this task, which is basically 8 by 15th part of the entire task, but that is wrong. The question tells us that A plus B does the entire work in 51, that A plus B does the work in 51 days, which means that first A does it in 35 days and the total time taken to complete the work is 51 days. And the rest of the work is done by A plus B. So A plus B does basically 51 minus 35 days, which is 16 days. So I think the rest of the problem is pretty easy, which says that A plus B does 8 by 15th part of the work. So if you're wondering how 8 by 15 came, so the total work is 1 and 7 by 15 is already done. So we are remaining with 8 by 15. Okay, so A plus B does 8 by 15th part of the work in 51 minus 35, which is equal to 16 days. So A plus B does the entire work, which is one part of the work, in 16 divided by 8 by 15 days, which is basically 16 times 15 by 8, which is 30 days. So if A plus B did the entire work from the beginning till the end, they would take only 30 days. Now, we need to find how much time B takes. So let's say that, let's just say that B takes X days to complete the entire work. Now, what we can see is to do the one part of the work, A plus B needs 30 days. So to how much work will A plus B do in one day? 1 by 30th part. And similarly, A will do 1 by 75th part in one day. So basically, in one day, if we consider what A does 1 by 75th of the work. And in one day, B does 1 by X part of the work. Now, if we add these two, we get what both of them do in one day, which is 1 by 30th. Now, we just have to solve this equation to get the value of x. What we will do is we will do LCM to get 75 times x. And here we will get x plus 75 is equal to 1 by 30. We can see that in the denominators, we can divide both denominators or cut it using 3 to get 25 and 10. So if we cross multiply both sides, we get 10x plus 750x equals to 25x. So we are just putting the 10x on that side to get 750. I'm sorry, there won't be any x here since there is no x here. 750 is equal to 25x minus 10x. So that implies 15x equals to 750. So x equals to 50. Therefore, B takes or will take 50 days to complete the same task. So we have the answer here also and another answer here, because the question told us to find the time that either could have done it alone. So A, if did it alone, would take 75 days, and if B did it alone, would take 50 days. Thank you.